Welcome to Console Commandants.
Oi!
NPR. Today, we're going to talk about how Venezuela deserved it. With our host, Jake.
Hello, my name is Anthony. Welcome to Console Commandants. Today we're going to be talking about cats and why I think they are adorable.
I like how you didn't just do a no but, you did a no but fuck Anthony.
But no.
But they're so amazing.
Yes, Venezuela deserved it because they were brown people. If such people who are brown could be considered to be called people.
Oh man.
Anthony, your rebuttal.
My rebuttal? Fuck you.
I'll talk as softly as I want, okay?
This
When I
has
say
been
the N-word, it makes old women gush because I say it so softly.
right into their ears.
Have you guys ever listened to NPR? That shit's crazy.
No, I have not.
It's,
I know the stereotype stuff.
It's so true. It's so weirdly serene and creepy.
So basically, last time where we left off is we fought this really bad trainer here who used only
Really
fairy,
bad guy.
who just
He's
used
bad hombre.
who just
He was a bad hombre.
used fairy types, man.
Was he an Antifa? No, he's psychic types.
Yeah, psychic fairy. Oh yeah, right now it's psychic, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Folks, the hombres, they have psychic types. OP, folks. Not fair.
OP. When they find out that they're not as OP anymore since Gen 1 changed. Oh, they're gonna change. They're gonna change their types, folks.
I gotta battle with you.
I gotta battle with you.
He does have like a weird stance going off that you can't tell if he's trying to box or pee.
Why not both?
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, it's a special meow.
It's a dumb-looking meow. It's a drunk stepdad meow.
Damn.
I'm gonna peck at it.
Fuck off, John. I don't care. I don't care that you married my mom.
John, I don't like lasagna anymore. It's all about weed now.
Fuck you, John. I need to go uncuck the white race.
Isn't it a normal ground now or something?
It's steel, I think.
So why? What is it supposed to be?
I can look that up.
Please do. I am very curious about that.
I like how there's just 4 different Meowths now, because there's a Alolan, this one which is Galarian, and then the Gigantamax one.
Oh
Which
yeah.
makes it really tall. Let's see what they're going for. Bulbapedia, we love it.
My
They're all
favorite
pedophiles.
pedophile.
Yeah. These pedophiles sure keep meticulous notes.
You know, we speak. Let's use ours. You know.
Ours? Oh, our pedo. Okay, I got it. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Our favorite emo. Yeah, there we go. He's also emo.
Based on its appearance in Sword Pokédex entry, Galarian Meowth may be based on Norwegian forest cats, large fluffy cats with beard-like ruffs, with traits of the Vikings that kept the breed's presumed ancestors on their ships.
So, were they real cats or folk
Yeah.
cats? Oh,
Yeah, Norwegian forest cats. It's a type of breed.
interesting. Well, that explains that then. Doesn't really explain why the fuck they're steel, but oh.
I guess Viking steel
steel.
helmet, because it's evolved
that's
form
what
as like
that
a
is.
helmet.
Yeah, that's what that stupid little horns are. Okay.
It evolves into Berserker, its own fucking thing. It's got a little helmet.
I think Pokemon would have been better off if this was their thing from the get-go, is that they only added a few new Pokemon, but each region had different variations of original Pokemon.
That'd be interesting.
But this late in the game, it just seems annoying.
It
So,
seems like they recognize that all of their like later stage Pokemon, no one really gives a shit unless they're like, unless you're like a meta player. You don't really care about the new shit.
Right.
Which is why most of their, like, pretty much all their region-specific Pokemon, outside of, like, a few specific ones, are, like, all Gen 1.
Yeah, they realized this was a good way to be, you know, nostalgia pouring without just being uncreative.
Yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna look at all the different regional variations. There's Galarian Zigzagoon. That one isn't Gen 1. Galarian. It is a little bit.
It was from Emerald, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a Galarian Yamask, which is from Gen 5.
Huh.
I'll give them credit on that one, because that is a sort of random 5th gen Pokemon.
Yeah. So Anthony, how do you like beating up children in the wild?
Good. Let's fight them.
Let's fight them. Let's
Fight them all.
shit
Fight
out of
them all. Destroy us all.
What, you think I look like a Pikachu?
Oh, finally, we can be our full roleplay self of being pro Jared. Let's go. Come on, kid Shane.
I gotcha. Pink it black.
It's like, alright kid, you click this button that says you're 18 and older before we continue, would you? Do that for me real quick. I do like how our bird Pokemon, that shall not be named, just has a move called Power Trip. It's very fitting.
Yeah, we mentioned that before, I remember.
Yeah.
It's still good though.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that it's been a while since we recorded this because of the whole COVID thing. We had to find a way to do it remotely. It's probably been like fucking 4 months, maybe.
All of the Alolan variant Pokemon are Gen 1.
Nice.
And now for looking at the Galarians.
So they actually probably took people's criticism. It's just like, hey, this is clearly just nostalgia whoring.
And
they toned
they
it down a little bit.
Just a little bit, because I don't know, besides the Zigzagoon, if they did any others that aren't just Gen 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the other one, the Runegregus from Gen 5.
I do
like
wonder if they just like do Pokepulls to decide which ones they're being bring back. I figure that's what they would do.
Let's see.
But if not,
Stun.
they should
Okay,
do
here's
that.
a few more. Stunfisk, Corsola, and Darumaka. So they did change a few of them.
Few of them,
It's like 5 of them. That's pretty good.
yeah. So Anthony, do you think it's a turn on or turn off the way the kid holds his arms?
I'm not gonna answer that without my lawyer present.
Why don't you want to answer?
Do you want to just unzip his little outfit there, Anthony?
Do you?
Yes. Would you help
Now
me?
back to you. Now back to you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
More boy hole for me.
See, it's okay. He doesn't have a zipper, so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's buttons. So I'll just be searching in vain for a zipper until the police catch me.
Silly Jake, naive enough to think police catch pedophiles.
Just let me know if you
Silly
want any Pokemon.
Well, they will when they find out I'm a leftist.
These anarchists, they're all pedophiles, folks.
So you're pedophile, that's nothing. Oh wait, you have leftist sympathies. We found an Antifa. All Antifa are pedophiles.
These Antifa, people are saying it's not just me, the pedophiles, folks. That's why it's okay that we kill them on sight, folks. The pedophiles.
It's okay.
We put them in unmarked vans. It's cool. It's fun in there.
Yeah, I am of the opinion that anyone who's been put into an unmarked van by the police because of this whole, civil unrest thing, they're just all been pedophiles. And so it's cool to do.
It's fine. Yeah.
I'm making this a legally binding statement.
Destiny, use Bug Bite.
Yeah, be a bug, Destiny. Do what you're best at and be a little swarmy bug. Nice, Destiny.
That is what Destiny's good at.
Yeah. Good job, fucking block.
I wonder
that
how
with electric
Destiny feels
charge.
about the anti-eviction protests.
It's probably affecting his bottom line pretty hard right now. He's probably very upset about it.
I'm sure he has great opinions about it.
I've actually avoided looking up right wing's opinions on most of the shit 'cause it's just beyond depressing. There was I did notice something Steven Crowder did recently. It was all BLM organizers are terrorists. Changed my mind. That was just a real thing he did.
Not yet, but hopefully soon.
Soon.
It's
Like, look, if we're gonna be labeled a terrorist organization, I want my CIA funding, please.
that one meme with the moves like, don't do that, don't give me hope.
What was that? Was that in game?
Yeah,
Hawkeye.
yeah, Hawkeye. Don't give me hope, Crowder. Maybe you'll shut the fuck up if that.
Yeah,
that-
maybe it'll be so dangerous you'll shut the fuck up. You'll
Well,
stop going in, and getting into black people's face on the street and calling them racist. Maybe you'll stop doing that because they're so dangerous, Crowder. Piece of shit.
It's like, they're trying to. It's the one meme, turf is a slur to silence you. It's like, damn, I wish it worked. Shut the fuck up.
Austin, sorry, not Austin, Anthony, I'm deeply sorry about that insult of calling you a pedophile. Now, continuing, you keep attacking these children in these cute little fursuits.
You're sorry you called him a pedophile by accidentally calling him Austin.
I have no choice.
Yeah.
My Pokemon is
pedophile,
telling
you
me
shall
to go after them.
Speaking of the pedophile, what are you guys freaking talking shit about me again? The fuck?
Austin, to be fair, we only did it because we thought you wouldn't show up.
I did that thing where I accidentally called Austin Anthony you.
Okay.
So my excuse was I was going to call him pedophile for fighting this little girl here.
It's not my
where
fault.
that
My
came-
Pokemon is making me to.
Oh,
So I said you called him a pedophile by referring to him by your name.
Yeah, he just submitted her with his Pokemon and then took advantage of this open
Yeah.
field where no one can see.
Yeah,
Oh wait, there's another trainer there.
he put the child in the mating press.
She's in. Nope. You probably couldn't see anything if she stayed over here. And she's wearing a little Eevee costume.
yeah, he just.
Austin,
Yeah,
Austin
wet
getting
dream
so
right there.
excited right now.
That's Onishi and Shane Dawson's wet dream right there.
Oh,
Hell yeah. You want to dick down these children, don't you, Austin?
I want to fuck that sheep. I don't want to talk about children.
I want to fuck that sheep.
Actually, I'm kind of feeling this dude with the big chest right here and the weird head. Hey, look at this guy. He's got.
You wish you were feeling him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what I
Lincoln, because he's the farmer. He's the farmer gym leader, and he has a sheep.
Have the sheep that keep getting out and tackling people. Dude, Anthony, you need to stop. Like, there's only so
People-
much we can tolerate.
Hey,
People start talking. My penis can only get so erect right now.
Pro Jared led me to this.
And
Austin, what do
then
you
watching
think
you
she's
for-
wearing under there?
Probably.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a furry costume. She'd probably be pretty sweaty if she were wearing something.
You think her feet are sweaty, Austin?
Oh.
Wouldn't it be so funny if she
She's a
put
pretty-
her smelly, sweaty feet on Austin's face? Wouldn't that be funny?
Wouldn't that be funny? Haha.
Haha, wouldn't that be funny? ...
Unless.
Unless...
So
Jeez,
like,
that face.
So like I used to date a girl who was legitimately obsessed with Shane Dawson as a teenager,
Oh no.
and
Wow, awful.
I had to explain to her what social grooming was.
what
Nice.
pedophilia is.
Yeah.
Anthony, did you say how awful? Are you a Shane Dawson stan? Is that what you are?
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
He,
Did you watch the newest Meat Cannon video?
Yeah.
He was
Yes,
one of, he
yes,
was
I
the
did.
guy in that one. He
Oh,
was guy in that.
was he the,
He did blackface.
Yeah, he did
okay.
blackface a lot. He
Yeah.
did it a couple times.
He said great googly moo.
Probably. But you're saying, Austin?
Oh yeah, yeah, I had to explain to her what fucking social grooming was, and you know why.
What I'm doing to you right now.
Why it's really easy.
8-year-old.
She was neutral.
Girl online. It's pretty sad.
I mean, yeah.
And there's just it's fucking shitty because like people like that don't get.
Why does this
Cancel-
raccoon
cancel
Pokemon get
culture.
pin missile?
I'll just give it a tackle.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people like that don't get cancel cultured.
Because it's not real.
The
basically.
pins are its fur.
Because it's not real. Or
I mean, if cancel culture was actually real, then a guy who did blackface in the 2000s would be canceled.
Oh yeah, well you didn't see my air quotations.
Oh yeah.
I did
that's what
them
I
up.
meant.
Yeah, I'm not in the same room as you guys, so yeah, I air quoted when I said cancel culture.
Right.
The quote unquote left.
Yeah.
So, Anthony, is this a power trip to you? Like, if it's not sexual, then it's just like.
Like
is
you
it
just
My Pokemon is
Oh
taking
no, it's
control
just
of me.
bullying. It's okay, he's not a pedophile, he's just bullying.
Yeah, he's
So
just
here's the
bullying
thing,
children.
my Pokemon are taking control of my mind.
Okay.
You have no psychic types.
Yeah, no,
I beg to differ, pro Jared some. he's definitely psychic.
No, he's just water.
No, Anthony, go find more fucking children. Go find more trick-or-treaters to physically dominate.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Austin's almost finished.
I'm almost
sorry.
done.
there's none left, but here's him. Does he
you
count?
can- oh, yeah, it's Austin's favorite guy to voice. There you go, Austin.
Excuse me.
There you go.
Everyone, we're gonna go. The gym leader is just returned.
Oh, too bad. The text is just going by so fast. It's almost like someone's just smashing the A button.
That's okay.
I'm not gonna read it anymore. What the fuck is you do?
It doesn't matter.
Corgi? They're like, oh, what would be a cute Pokemon? Yeah, Corgi Pikachu. Fuck it.
Corgi
Who cares?
Chew. You're so
No,
mad about
this-
Corgi Chew, Austin.
I
Austin,
am.
this is in
I
the
am
UK.
actually mad.
It's in the UK. We need the Corgi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God save the Corgi. Should have been a bulldog.
Well, no, the Queen had Corgis.
We could have,
That's
if
why
there
the
was the
Corgi.
Bulldog Pokemon, we'd have to catch
He
it.
could be
and name
he
it
could be a
Churchill.
British bulldog.
We'd have to name him Churchill.
Bow wow wow.
Thanks.
So, I've made a master plan, guys.
Okay.
This is end goal for me.
Mm-hmm.
When I get to like the ripe old age of like, I don't know, like 80.
30.
If I make it there, I'm just gonna spend the remainder of my life like training to be an expert marksman, and I'm just gonna start taking out politicians. I think this is the best course of
Great.
action for everybody.
Yeah,
Great.
tell this on camera.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Who are you targeting? When you're 80.
I think he's gonna be nonpartisan. I think he's gonna
Non-partisan. I don't have.
He's just going to be indiscriminate.
he's gonna go out of his way to not have a specific agenda
Yeah.
to confuse
Yeah.
the cops.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a specific agenda or like a next target in mind. That's just Trump shit. That's how you get caught.
That's how Ted K got caught.
Yeah, that's
Our
probably
brave
how-
hero, Ted Kaczynski.
We're just gonna. I'm just gonna target some bad people. Whoever's the worst people at the time. I'm
Some
sure that
hombres.
there's gonna be an opening. I'll just buy my time and wait.
But
You're just an 80-year-old man
Austin-
walking down the street, stopping children, like, hey, child, where are the bad people?
Where's
Austin,
that?
Aston,
Like I'm just
Austin,
confused. I have Alzheimer's at this point. Like I don't know where I'm at.
Austin, you
my
said
children-
that you're not going to have
Don't
any
fall.
ideological consistency, but if you just target the worst ones, you'll just keep hitting Republicans.
That's true, probably. Well, it's not just politicians, but also billionaires and money people.
Damn.
Bad money people.
Folks,
Bad
the
money.
bad money people. As opposed to
I
the
feel-
good money people,
I
like
feel
us.
like they think that they're untouchable, so most of them just walk around in daylight, like nothing's gonna happen to them.
They walk around in
Yeah.
daylight.
Yeah. They don't go out with like armed escorts, which they probably should.
You guys ready for our first gym battle?
Yes.
Take a look at this grass gym badge. I got one shot.
Like, can you imagine like how easy it would just to pick out Jeff Bezos right now? What do you think he's doing? Probably just sitting at home. He's got windows.
He's probably got
Hell of
security.
windows.
Yeah,
He's got
like
lots
there's
of money,
no
he's
way,
probably
there's
hell
no
of
way
it.
that motherfucker doesn't have security.
At his house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you
I
insane?
mean, you could probably like get to him if you're lucky. You have cases like the George Harrison, one of the Beatles. He just had like a guy break into his house and like attack him in his own home.
Bro, my own boss, who is like 1,000th the richest of Bezos, has like lockdown security doors. Like the local rich people have a great amount of security.
They
you don't
know.
go inside the
Yeah,
home.
they know. They clearly
sit out-
know.
You sit out way far away, somewhere high up, maybe, if you can,
Okay,
if you can
maybe-
manage it.
Maybe if you
You
can
get a
get that
sniper
far with
rifle.
no one noticing you.
Yeah.
You get a sniper rifle, and you just wait. You just cover
Austin,
yourself in
Austin,
some
these
dirt,
people ruin people's lives on a daily basis. I think they have it figured out.
right?
I think he
So-
could get, if he gets lucky and no one spots
Like
him.
they know that people want to kill them all day.
Yeah. I mean, it happens when you're, when you get that powerful, quote unquote, that successful, quote unquote.
Yeah, it's weird because you would think because
Everyone would love you.
yeah, because they're job creators and because they are doing this, out of the benevolence of their heart, that that no one would have a problem with them. But apparently a lot of people think that they suck ass.
I like to imagine this is just actual chores that they just get civilians to do for free. That's their gym scam here. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
By
the way, you call me Dan.
shear, you gotta
Shit,
shear all the
Dan.
sheep.
They're fucking rolling.
Yeah, that's their thing.
I
like-
guess two of them.
All sheep
like-
roll.
Yeah, that's a fact actually. As a farmer, I can confirm they roll.
Wow, that was hard.
That was just level 1, dummy.
It's almost like this game is made for small children.
Lincoln has a farm and he hires people on it, but it's just like rows of computer desks
Oh,
and people
look,
just
that one you had to get past a dog.
people just out in the fields programming.
Like just for the extra, like it's just about the team spirit. Like you have to sweat or it's not real work.
Yeah.
It's just evil. Someone says like, can I at least have some sunscreen? I'm like, bitch, you think I'm made of money?
It's
Bring
like
your
a
own sunscreen.
it's a chain gang thing where even though they're sitting at a like stationary desk, they still have like the ball and chain around their legs.
Hell yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, go take your 30-minute break, and they like have to drag it to the break room, which is inside, and then by the time they get to it, it's like, oh, that took you 30 minutes to get in here, your break's over. Go on back out there.
I am waiting for the, just since the future just seems to get worse and worse, I'm waiting for all desk jobs to turn into standing jobs.
Did you guys
On
hear
purpose,
about what happened in
just for
Lebanon?
A bomb went off. That's about all I think I know about that.
They were carrying some volatile materials and it went off.
Was it
Properly
nuclear?
stored,
The smoke
It
looked
was a big
nuclear.
bomb. Yeah, it was a
Hold
big
on, it
ass
was,
explosion.
It was basically a manure bomb, but it was just the chemicals that you could have manure to make
Well,
a
the
bomb.
question is, Anthony, since you brought it up, do you know what the consequences of that were? There anything-
3,750 people were injured and 50 people died.
Damn.
Yeah.
There's no way
And then, the
30,000.
news was comparing it to Hiroshima, which pissed me off.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
apparently
right,
people that were near Cyprus in the Reddit just said, we could hear that.
but damn.
My name is Anthony. I frequently post on Cyprus Reddit.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. Is that a
It's
place?
Yeah, it's a place.
Egypt, I think.
It's across the water,
Okay.
on the other side of the water.
Yeah.
What boards do you visit, Anthony?
Oh, it's not me.
Oh,
Cy-
okay.
Cyprus is an island, so
Do you have coworkers that like work there?
No, just they roam on Reddit and they found the explosion thing.
Okay. Gotcha.
I've been there before.
It's like
No one
south
asked
of-
you.
Oh damn!
I didn't.
It's
I
like-
didn't do anything cool.
Oh, okay.
I just stayed
Yeah,
on
I
a-
mean,
on a
yeah, you were in the
network.
military. You didn't do anything.
I just worked the whole time. I didn't
Right.
do anything.
So yeah, Cyprus is an island that's like north of Egypt and south of Turkey, I think. Why are you using water type on grass Pokemon?
Because I'm lazy.
To feel something.
How about you don't?
You ever think of that? Maybe don't use the water move.
But they need the
Like-
nutrients.
Like on top of being likely to die, you're also gonna get our fucking team unbalanced. We're not gonna do your way of I'm only going to level up my starter and nothing else. That's dumb. That's going to take a lot more time than if you just balance out your party.
We'll be fine.
I purposely
no.
stayed silent just to see what Anthony would reply with. So I knew
It'd
he
be
wouldn't do it
fine.
immediately.
It'd be fine.
This is the most easiest Pokemon game ever.
You know,
I get the
he's
feeling
probably
it would.
not
I had the feeling it would suck to be a roommate with Anthony. Just like, hey, there's there's dishes piling up in the sink. I did them last time. You may want to get on them now, otherwise there's gonna be a lot of them. It'll be fine.
I don't use dishes. Anthony will just stop using dishes and just wouldn't care, and the roommate would just be like, "This is still not fair." He's like, whatever.
Suck it up,
Fine.
Cupcake.
He just eats spaghetti with his bare hands.
That's all you need.
He cooks it, puts it in the fridge so he doesn't burn his hands, and then waits for it to cool down.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You're missing a sheeple.
Freaking
Look how
sheeple.
she was just sitting there. Did you see how she was standing?
No.
Here-
Austin,
alright,
just
here's-
describe it to us.
She was
very
she just had her
sexually.
hands on. She was just leaning forward with her hands on her knees, just waiting there.
Alright, which commandants would be the best and worst roommates?
I'm gonna say, David. David and Anthony are close tie. I know
For
this-
worse.
For worse. I'm gonna assume that's gonna offend Anthony.
Eh.
I don't know, Anthony. Would you leave bottles on the floor? Do you have a line on your trash?
I do.
No bottles.
Well, okay, it depends on, like, if it's a living room, I won't leave trash in the living room. If it's my room,
Well, I'm asking specifically, like, how bad of trash? Like, do you have a line for what you'll leave on the floor?
I would leave it on a table, not a floor.
Okay, well then absolutely David's the worst then.
Damn.
Because as far as I know, he's the only friend I'm aware of that just leaves, like, wine bottles on the floor for weeks at a time.
Damn.
Like, the only way it would be on the floor is if we just moved tables out of the way. But
Right.
after we were done, I would just pick it up to put
Alright,
in the trash.
who would be best then, Lincoln?
Maybe Austin, just because he likes to clean.
Yeah, the worst I ever get is like I leave my dishes in the sink for like 2 days too long, and they start to stink just a tiny bit. I'm like, oh man.
Basically had the same answers, is that it would be for worst, Anthony or David, best you or Austin.
Austin would force cats on you though, so that's a
Yeah.
plus
I
and a
mean-
minus.
But
I
the
like
cats
cats,
are
so-
the cats are chill. Like they
As
have
long as-
chill energy. except
As
when
long as
they're
you
fucking
don't
by
blow
each other.
your chocolate milk smoke in their faces. I don't know if you do that. I know it's like 50-50 with people who
I
drink
haven't
chocolate
had
milk.
any pot since I've got.
You say
Okay.
anything about pot?
Yeah, we were talking about chocolate milk.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. We wouldn't do illicit chemicals in a state where it is
my
not
Democratic
allowed.
Party is against that, Austin. In
Oh.
the God's chosen year of 2020, they're still against it.
somehow.
Somehow, some way, the party
They
PNC
must know-
platform.
They must know something we do
So
not.
like,
Yeah, they clearly know something. Like, they couldn't be wrong.
are you ready for Joe Biden to be president and then?
Oh yeah, I've already voted for him.
increase the police's
Well, absolutely. I already voted for him 3 times.
Yeah, my boy Pussy
mail.
is ready.
Yeah.
You voted for him 3 times?
Yeah, in the mail.
Oh.
You can do whatever you want with the mail.
Gotcha.
That's how it works.
I mean, my hero, Ted Krasinski, the Unabomber, has proven.
The use of the postal service.
Yes, the most nefarious arm of the state. The postal service.
I imagine some idiot tried to
Can you
those.
check your team real quick? Damn it.
Like, I feel like the
damn.
post.
Yeah,
the postal
it was
service
already
was
too
the
late.
Yeah.
The postal service was
Next
the last,
next time, you might want to think about that before you just run out to fight this asshole.
Most of my Pokemon are full
I'm just gonna
health
wreck-
except
look
for
how big he is.
per Jared.
Well, you might also want to have a particular one up in front.
Oh, I did. I switched it out earlier.
Okay.
This guy's gonna wreck your shit. Look how big he is.
I switched it
He's gonna
to
punch you.
I switched it
Like,
to
he has to be
Destiny.
a good trainer.
But no, I bet someone tried to use that terrorist attack to justify making the postal service private because, quote, you know, it wasn't effective enough at catching him. I'm sure some idiot tried to do that.
The postal service is the last socialist outpost.
Well, no, you forgot about the schools and libraries, Austin. First, we must destroy the libraries.
Charter schools or
No, like actual
Never cities.
No, like the actual schools. But first, we have to go for the libraries if we want to be a free society. We have to get rid of the bastion of, you know, socialism, the libraries. Those damn librarians had too good for too long.
Can you believe that shit's free?
This
Yeah,
is Destiny's
unbelievable.
ego.
Oh, my goodness.
Facts and logic.
Destiny is also square, it's like this.
Yes. This is a rendition of how he thinks his chode penis works.
Why do we need libraries when we have Kindle, bro? Come on.
We have Amazon, you can buy that shit, bro. Dummy. You just buy books, stupid.
Woohoo!
I feel like the government can make a Kindle equivalent. Just start scanning books and loaning them out digitally.
I mean, the schools, kind of, some of them tried to do something like that, but they usually just use Kindles.
Alright,
But,
my new idea, libraries for white people only. Black people can't. Damn.
So ethno.
Actually,
well-funded libraries.
Yeah, there we go. When
I don't know.
went
That
to,
just sounds like an ethno library, you know?
When I went to libraries as a kid, honestly saw more black people there than white people.
Yeah, we'll just, I can't imagine why.
Can't imagine. Can't imagine.
Free books, and you can rent movies and shit.
No, clearly they're not, that's what they're doing instead of pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. Duh.
Damn.
That's where they're all at. That's why they must be destroyed.
They're reading manga.
They're all just reading manga instead of working 2 jobs. Fucking entitlement, you know? Free manga.
Renting movies and shit.
But yeah, no, I think that was my favorite, I think it was a few years ago, it was one of the first eye-opening memes, was just like a picture of a library, and it just said, it was like a boomer meme with impact font. It just said, if libraries were suggested today, it would just be called socialist. And they're not wrong.
I won.
Oh yeah, baby. Let me suck that
thingy.
penis. Da-da-da-da.
Sargon, you're gonna be a big boy.
He already is. He's the biggest boy. We love him.
But look, can I rent manga porn from the library?
Yes.
Technically, yes.
Oh, well, then never mind. We have to keep these institutions of freedom up then.
As long as you're willing to jerk off to the bit in the Dragon Ball manga where Krillin pulls down Bulma's tits, her dress, you see her tits.
So it doesn't have hardcore porn then?
No. software.
Well, yeah, we have to destroy these institutions against freedom.
Damn.
Clearly, they hate the individual.
Doesn't some libraries, like public libraries, have like a porn section that you can like rent out porn DVDs?
I have no idea, honestly.
Well, porn is art, so.
Yeah. There's definitely a really weird and uncomfortable argument to be made that only the weirdest of obsessive people would waste their time doing.
We should have that argument now.
I think they're right, but also who cares and shut up.
What is your favorite kind of porn, Lincoln?
Artistically?
Yes.
That's a good one. I think the parodies of mainstream icons, I think that says a lot about society. Like Rugrats porn.
Yeah, Tugrats.
Yeah, I think
That's
there's
the
many
best shit,
layers.
though. Come on.
There's a lot of layers going on there. There's a lot of dialectics being exposed there.
I do love
I'm not a fan of
Tugrats.
I'm not a fan of the all grown up porn though. It's too
Too derivative.
what do you say? Yeah. Derivative,
Yeah.
good word.
Look, if I'm gonna jerk off to Rugrats, it's gotta be the babies.
Yeah. Like I'm a hardcore purist. Like
To
Like
quote
The white
to-
race.
To quote my
Yeah.
personal hero, New Jersey David, I've been a bad boy, now I have to sit in the Rugrats porn chair.
That's our boy, New Jersey David.
Tommy Pickles fan 92, I have sinned. the Drew and You show. Never not be funny.
Kobe Bryant?
Second greatest Laker of all time, Kobe Bryant. What the fuck are you doing here?
Fuck you, Kobe Bryant. And then just pulls out a Warhammer sword and beats him.
First Kobe Bryant, then high school.
So, Anthony, what's your favorite style of artistic porn?
Manga.
Excellent, excellent. Any particular reason for that one?
Because you always get fan service, baby.
They just get straight to the point. They know what they came for.
I also like My Hero Academia.
There's a lot of softcore porn in that shit. In fact, that's probably the funniest thing about the show if you watch it ironically.
Folks, we love it.
Or, you watch it, quote unquote unironically, yet you just laugh off those moments as cool and fun.
I don't know if I've said this on the show before, but my theory on My Hero is that it's the first, big mainstream anime where the people in charge of making anime have realized, oh, our primary audience isn't children anymore.
Yeah.
It's, sad 20-somethings who jerk off to children.
They realize the, Adventure Time effect, that, they don't have to worry about appealing just to children anymore.
Yes. It's funny, it goes to show the values of society when they
That's a lot
realize,
of society.
when different countries realize you can make cartoons for adults now, and what they decide to do with that. It's like, in America, it's like, okay, we're gonna put, gay kids in here.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that for actual kids nowadays. And then for Japan, it's like, oh, we can just go, full-on child porn now.
We can just go on full scenes where we think there's little seconds that you think someone's fully naked, but oops, they're not. It's okay, it's fine. They're just skin-tight, sexy suits.
It's okay, it's just an underage girl being tickled by a grown-up.
I almost forgot I, wasted my time showing that to all of you and just being like, what the actual fuck is this? And I got to find out that in Japan, she was 16, but for some magical reason, her age turns to 21 when, imported to the US. And it's a real thinker.
Why would they do this, is my question. Why would they ruin the artistic integrity of the show?
Mike, have they not heard about our individual freedoms? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Just withdraw.
I want Shane Killian to make a video about that.
Yes. Our boy, our favorite, our philosophy leader on YouTube.
Yeah, Lord Killian, hero.
That's how, he taught us how to do funny voices. Shane
Wrong,
Killian.
wrong, wrong, wrong. 3.
Hell yeah. Austin, or sorry, actually, yeah, Austin, what's your favorite, you know, thing you learned from our Lord Killian? You know, our philosophy lord.
I watched like 3 of his videos, and I don't think I can quote you anything that he said.
What?
Just kind
Well, he's our boy.
Yeah,
He
Roy's
taught us
our
everything
boy.
he taught us everything we know about society.
He said some brain dead shit about trade that I thought was really
No.
stupid.
No. The
What was
funniest
that?
thing.
He was basically saying that sanctions on other countries are good
Oh
and
man.
they help our
How?
economy.
That's no. I think he's thinking of tariffs. I think that's what he probably was thinking.
Yeah,
I want my money.
he thinks I think he got them confused probably because
I mean,
tariffs
yeah.
are like where you charge the country who's bringing the goods.
He should
in,
be against taxes, though.
or bringing
Yeah.
the goods in.
Oh, that's the funniest thing about our boy is he's so pure that he just happens to agree with the entire status quo, even though it's against his values. That's how smart he is. Like, Jeff Bezos isn't a statist shill. He's actually a victim of the government giving him too much money.
Yeah. They're good and cool until they do something bad, in which case we fall back on the fact that, this isn't actually the free market because there's government regulations.
Yeah. We'll take all the credit until there's any blame, and then we'll, claim it's not real capitalism. In fact, there's been no real capitalism, we'll say unironically.
Which is funny, it's like that, the common refrain when, like, oh, there's no, like, real communism hasn't been tried yet.
Yeah.
Except for, in that case, it's literally true, because it's, like, you can't have real communism
Yeah.
unless
Well,
you're, like, going pure theoretical, because it's, like, a stateless system.
Right. And it's the same thing with them, except for they deny that, they deny the things they're complaining about are inherent to their system.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. Sorry if you're ANCAP. Here's what you need to do, okay? If you're ANCAP, this is how we're gonna make it up for you. Okay, you know the Nazis? You're worse than them, and I hate you.
Yeah. They have more ideological bravery than you.
At least they speak their mind. You just hide behind the status quo, you fuck.
Yes. At least they want to change something.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad, but it was a good example with Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson. They had a little spat recently where Tucker Carlson went out of his way to attack Jeff Bezos for having too much money, but his angle was that he's a Democrat and he funds Democrats, and, he changed the laws to become rich. And it was Sean Hannity's turn to talk after Tucker, and Sean Hannity took a shot at him saying, like, we can't attack rich people. And that's basically the divide.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah.
that one video you posted on Discord. Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah, I even cut the part where he was just mentioning the Democrats and just left out the Republican part.
Yeah, just Republicans don't fund the rich people. It never happens. That's not real. So yeah, you have to be a complete dipshit to follow either of them. But at least Tucker has a problem, theoretically, with giant income inequality.
Yeah,
Where
Tucker Carlson notices what the problem is, and he's trying to preempt the leftist answer by saying, "Oh no, we can make it a Democrat/race thing."
Yeah.
Whereas,
Sean Hannity, unironically, is like, there's no such thing as too much wealth inequality.
yeah, his problem is that the status quo isn't status quo enough.
Yeah. In fact, give that man more money and things will get better. So, it's, choose your poison, which is all poor people die, or, Nazis, where it will be all poor people die unless you're white. So,
Your options are,
poison.
we still drink poison, but we just make the black people all drink poison for us. Or the Sean Hannity way, which is, if you keep drinking the poison, if you keep drinking enough of it, eventually it will work. Eventually you won't have AIDS anymore.
That's true.
Just hand over the bike, asshole. Team Yell is what the right thinks Antifa is.
Hey,
Look at him
Gym
green.
Challenger. They're trying to steal my bike. Please give them a good thrashing.
This is what the right thinks anarchists are.
Ugh.
It's beautiful.
You know how out of shape they are also. You think that's intentful? Like the nice, proper, conservative Japanese boy with the striped shirt versus the Antifa.
Oh, we're white. We're
The
white.
Antifa goon with his zigzagoon.
Yes, I think
mean,
that
it's,
is.
it's purposeful on our part, yes.
Yes.
We dressed them up that way.
In the game, though, they're just supposed to be like soccer hooligans.
Yeah, they're just weirdos that are way into sports and they don't do anything other than that.
They're
Just
not.
party
Cool.
rockers.
They're not cool enough to be Antifa.
Yeah.
I would like to take this opportunity, since you mentioned it, Lincoln. I am sorry for party rocking.
Are you
It's
sorry
okay.
for doing it in the house tonight, though?
No. This is up to you, Anthony. Do you want to keep the stockpile spit swallow moves? If you get rid of one of them, I would just finding ways to get rid of all of them and replace them with better moves. So that's up to you.
I think Sargon needs to, swallow and spit up. I think that is a necessity.
Well,
Well, you need stockpile for that to work,
yeah,
though.
yeah, I think that's a necessity for Sargon.
Probably,
Personally, I
if you
feel
want
like-
to keep those for now, I'd say get rid of bite, because body slam, because it's a normal type move, it will give us stab damage that you won't have with bite.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna say, Austin?
I can't believe you're just using meme moves.
These aren't meme moves. They actually work if you use them.
So Lincoln, I was gonna say that we need
They take longer,
we need
though.
body slam because he's fat.
Oh, look at this fox.
That is fair.
Sorry for party fucking.
It's one of the only good designs, if you ask me, is the fox, and it's not even that great.
I don't like this one, but I like the first one.
Yeah, the first one's better. The pre-evolved form.
I get what they're going for with this one.
Fox character they've made, though.
I don't know. I like Bullpix
He
better.
has a tiny mustache. So this is
He
nice.
does. That's what
He
they're
has the
going for. They're
boots.
trying to make him like a fancy, like a Zoro,
He has the boots and the mustache.
Fancy
and little
French
mask.
robber. Like a little thief.
Yeah, his name is Stevel.
I
I like that name. It's a good
Here's missing the
portmanteau.
weird bag over his shoulder. You remember the thief from Ocarina of Time walking around inside the Hyrule?
I remember
He's just hopping around with his bag.
I remember taking his cock in my asshole. That's what you're
Yeah, oh.
asking.
I'm gonna give up on the taunt.
Yeah.
I apologize for party rocking again.
So, Austin, just so you know, these guys aren't anarchists so much as Coomers.
Oh, guys, it's
oh,
evolving.
hell yeah. Hell yeah, Rorschach. Time to get those sugar cubes, baby.
Yes.
Yes.
Look how cool he is.
Yes, let's read about Rorschach here. Oh, you bitch. My name's Anthony. Readings for losers.
Yes, we want Night Slash.
That's what he uses to hurt all the black people he hurts off screen because he's racist.
Yeah. I'd say they get rid of Pin Missile or Sand Attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Sand Attack.
Alright.
Night Slash is what he uses against the psychiatrist to cuck him.
Hell yes.
No, it's my turn.
Believe it. Naruto, Uzumaki Barrage.
But yeah, if you think about it, these guys are just Coomers, because all they do is go around consuming events and products of events.
Yeah,
That's
we
their
could have
whole
just
life.
had a two-way Pokemon battle fight here.
Yeah, but it's called padding, Anthony.
And also those suck, so...
I like them, but you know.
Yes.
You would really hate the meta game, the fan-made game, Dark Rising, I think it's called. It's basically an entire meta Pokemon game where every battle is a team battle.
I don't completely hate team battles, but I think they get annoying easily. One of the worst things, if you play Emerald compared to like Ruby and Sapphire, is that they change a lot of fights to be double fights.
Yeah.
Just to like, oh, we need to like, get people into the gimmick more.
Yeah. I liked Emerald, but the only thing I don't like is that's why the ROM I'm speaking of was meta, is that there's a lot more meta things you can do, which they just kind of pull out of their ass randomly. If you're not prepared for it, it's just bullshit. Like, the Protect Explosion combo.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's shit like that. And, like, that's the only reason that it's a bit annoying. But it makes for a good meta game. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it.
Can you be Team Rocket and steal people's Pokemon?
No, that's a different game.
That's a different game.
That one has cussing in it, and it's funny, and we should play it at some point.
You can call them faggots.
We should make that. Show off how cool and mature everyone is.
I would have a Team Rocket member be racist, and that be part of the charm.
Not even conflict, just charm.
Yeah, that would imply
a little racist, and everyone.
That would imply anyone like disagrees with that.
Yeah.
It would be like there would be Black Team Rocket members, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we are dumb N-words. You're right.
Interesting.
You're so cool. I wish we were white."
I think you need to go the Ruby route and make them. You need to make them Black Lives Matter activists.
Oh hell yeah! We're gonna do a Pokemon centrist version. It's gonna be like Ruby and Sapphire, how Team Magma, and Team Aqua are both at fault, and it's gonna be one is like the KKK, and the other one is Black Lives Matter.
They both are wrong. They both have.
Question, guys. Do we need Sucker Punch?
I mean, do we really need Water Gun if we have Water Pulse?
Yes.
No.
Do we?
Only because you didn't. Yeah, only because you spammed it.
Yeah, look at that. It's only 40.
Yeah, here's what we do: get rid of Water Gun, and then just learn to switch out your fucking Pokemon for once in your goddamn life, Anthony.
So you don't have to have 45 PP.
I need it.
You don't need it.
This is how you win, huh? This is how you win. You just keep all the low moves that have high PP.
He wins by just spamming his one Pokemon.
But that's how he has to win, is he has to keep all the high PP to make that even work, is what I'm gathering here.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's not a bad strategy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I've used it in every Pokemon.
You use it in every Pokemon because whenever you encounter any sort of resistance, it's just like, okay, I'll just go and grind until I'm high enough level.
It's you took the path of least resistance.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really go out of my way to grind. I just go to whatever Pokemon trainer that's in front of me.
Right.
You just keep battling him until you finally win.
Yeah, you just force brute with the passive least resistance. That's all you do. You play it like an algorithm.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, you may as well not play.
Let's get rid of Tearful Look.
We're playing Cookie Clicker here.
I mean, if we're going with the whole, like, this is just a weapon that I'm going to grind to level 100, why keep that move anyway?
Yeah, why
I'll eventually get rid of it. Just, I'm waiting for a better move.
Oh, okay.
Spark. Sure.
It's special attack. Oh, okay.
So, that'd be good if I want to use Spark. Let's go do...
Keep Spark. Get rid of... Yeah, get rid of Vice Grip.
Yeah. It's even normal, so fuck that.
Yeah.
What kind of Pokemon is Destiny?
He's Electric and Bug.
Yep.
Which is a perfect metaphor.
Yeah.
It's a perfect metaphor for Destiny because he's always online and he's a bug.
Yeah, he's a bug person who plays League of Legends all day.
He's a bug person. I don't know if he's Jewish and that's technically anti-Semitic, but
calling him bug?
yeah,
That's a thing?
yeah, that's an anti-Semitic
fuck.
thing. I don't care if he is or not because it's the same no matter what. You are a bug person, garbage human.
Well, one of the things they used to say about the Jews is they're just like ants. They don't actually have maniacally conscious. They're just like...
Well, that is true. The Jews aren't actually conscious, but that's no reason to be mean to them or exterminate them.
Politically correct anti-Semite.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like animals don't have souls, right? But you still don't go around just like allowing people to hurt dogs because that's fun.
That is my favorite type of conservative who's just like, I don't think black people are equal, but you shouldn't let police, beat them up anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, you're, at least you have morals, I guess.
Yeah, you wouldn't allow them to hit a dog, so.
Yeah. Look, I guess you have standards, so, good on you.
What kind of life pet would you come to that?
You have to lead my life because here I am, Austin.
Oh, Hop, you
Yeah,
use
yeah,
growl.
man.
I'm
People
so
are
scared,
not-
man.
Saying they're a lesser species, but why kill them?
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of boomers that the short supply that support BLM that are white, I think that's honestly their probably hot take. If you got them to tell the truth.
You see, Austin, the great ape family of the world, of the animal kingdom, consists of multiple types of apes, of which the Bavarian and the Jew
Okay.
are...
I thought you got rid of toxic spikes. I'm like the best move in the game.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I did not.
The Bavarian and the Jew are both two sides of the same coin.
I'm sorry, Hop. You're just a loser.
It has nothing to do with you being brown, or is it all of it? Because I'm Brexit.
Why do brown people lose more
Yeah.
in the game of life?
Brown people lose more because they're bad at Pokemon. Change my mind. Health feather?
I think it's Heath Feather or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I think it works for their IVs.
Oh,
I think it's a single-use IV thing. I usually just end up selling them.
yeah. I can't believe my rival,
Yeah,
my
actually.
Pokemon game, is a non-white, by the way. Have we talked about this?
Yeah, I don't think that should be allowed.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I hate this virtue signaling in Pokemon.
I like how it's not just one, it's like, you need 3 of the packs. Maybe we'll use them then. Has anyone known anyone to actually use those stupid things?
The stockpile and stuff.
The special attack, where like it's just a one-time use item where it increases their stats.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably someone who does IV and EV training.
Yeah, like the only point is so you don't have to have moves that do it.
Which I know someone who does do that.
Of course.
Yeah.
They showed me their fucking team because they did like a local tournament thing.
Excellent. What was their team?
I'll have to find it. It's in Discord, so I can find it pretty easy.
Anthony said, "Yeah, are you one of those?"
I think
Oh,
it's just
no,
a
no,
green-
no, I don't use those things. That's right.
Why do black people smell like Limburger cheese?
The only time I really did any IV stuff, or whatever you want to call it, was after the game, the Pokemon Tower thing. They were giving you stuff for it, and I was just like, sure, I guess, give it.
I mean,
give
yeah,
it to me free.
I always did those, but I never really knew how they worked or anything.
Yeah, and I didn't bother with the Pokejobs or whatever.
The Pokemon. Look, you have to partake in the system, otherwise you're disappointing the Pokejob creators.
The Pokecock.
Anthony, if you don't have your Pokemon work, how do they have good morals or ethics?
Easy. They're not supposed to. They're my slaves.
That's a good point.
Like, he's literally a trash Pokemon.
Excellent.
I have no idea why we named him that.
No, yeah, I'm still confused too.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to start laying some eggs, though.
Maybe he'll share them.
Maybe. Probably sell them. He probably doesn't believe in sharing. Looking for some fully rendered child vagina.
Wow.
Anybody in the market to sell some?
Austin, I think this is your market, right?
You can go on. You can just go on Wish and buy a lifelike baby doll with a fuckhole.
You know,
pretty
Austin, me joking that you're a pedophile wasn't supposed to be accurate.
I just
was-
know this because I shop on Wish and it just pops up in your suggested of you.
Oh, yeah, you seem like the kind of guy who would want
Anything. Yeah,
So-
if you look at anything, it just pops up in your suggested. You're like,
I'm gonna
"You wanna-"
post this in the general. Here, this is the team. I found it.
already. Trumby.
Yeah, I got him to name it Trumby.
Excellent. Big Iron. Zapatouille.
Like Ratatouille, because it's a
But
Raichu.
It's a mouse. Big Bad Wolf. And just Alakazam.
I
That's
think you
always the
traded for
funniest.
that one.
That is always the funniest setup, is when you have them all nickname and it's just the name.
Yeah.
I did that for the Pro Jeffrey. I had all nickname, and then the last one was just Pidgey.
Nice. What would you do if Pidgey just flew in through your window?
Guys, welcome to the second
Like,
gym battle.
You're in the real
area.
world, but then a Pidgey just flies through your window.
I would capture it. I would capture it and be so happy that our real world is broken and we get to live in Pokemon.
You finally get the good things about living in a world that makes no sense.
Was that Vishnu, the Pokemon back there?
Yeah, that was Vishnu, the Pokemon back there. What would you name it if you had that, Austin?
7-Eleven?
7-Eleven?
Yeah,
Okay.
Would you thank it and tell it to come again?
I would.
See you, Chairman.
You should name it Jambi.
Hey, Jambi! I do like how the chairman, the rich guy in this show, just has like a weird dad bod with shorts going on.
I think that's him, like, trying to dress in such ways that, like, not, you know,
not to
reveal
look
it's him.
old.
Well, I think it's more that he's not.
Okay.
He wants to hide who he is, but didn't work.
He literally.
Oh, you guys making
That's
fun
the
of-
exact. It's the exact look when you see videos like in TMZ where it's like, oh, here's just like fucking Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt walking down the street, and they're just dressed exactly like that.
Yeah.
Just dresses like I do.
Yeah, they dress like Austin.
Yeah. Austin, you don't wear hats.
I don't wear hats, but I wear shorts.
Yeah, you do.
Who wears shorts?
I would wear those shorts. I would rock those shorts, but I wouldn't wear. I don't know what that is. It's just a really tight sweater with a puck.
To quote Austin, nothing gets between me and my Calvin Kleins except for 8-year-olds.
Why do you guys keep counting me as a fucking pedophile? Come on.
I don't know. What else you gotta recommend me on a wish, bud? What else you got?
Yeah,
I don't
we'll
know.
you have deals?
The truth be told, I only know about that from a YouTube video somebody had made about
Oh,
that.
okay. You should have
Oh, so
started
that's
out
real.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were fucking with me. I didn't know that was
Oh.
even real.
It is
No,
real.
yeah, it's of course it is.
somebody bought one for their kid and then found out that it had an orifice.
I almost don't even feel bad for them. That's what they get from ordering shit from Wish.
Yeah, ordering a fucking baby doll from Wish.
Yeah, they give to their kid.
Look,
Yeah,
that's all I want baby dolls for.
Their kid had
Real
been playing
orifice.
with it for like months and months.
I've just
Yeah.
been fingering this baby doll for months and months. I'm 8 years old. I have no idea.
Her daughter had been keeping chapstick inside of it.
Man, I'm pretty sure women actually do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm 100% sure.
The chapstick would melt.
No,
What?
not if it's in the container.
Yeah, it would. The heat
The
from
heat.
your body would melt the chapstick.
How hot would it? How hot does chapstick melt at? And how hot do you think vaginas are?
I'm gonna see if Google gives me an answer to that question.
101 to 103 degrees.
Yeah, the vagina has an average heat of.
It does say the
upwards
melting
of
point is 90 to 100 degrees.
I mean, something like
That
that.
is kind of surprising.
And that is
Yeah.
like the human body's
Human
normally
temperature.
in the 90s range.
So,
Yeah, but it's inside your body. It's not like in your pocket where one side of it is exposed to like the cooling effect of the air outside. Like
I still think you're wrong.
warmer inside of you than it would if it was just in your pocket.
I'm gonna Google would chapstick melt in the pussy.
Okay. Why don't you just Google the melting point of chapstick?
There's now a lip balm for your vagina. This is not a drill. So the first result I get.
yeah, it's Vagisil by
It's called V Magic.
Excellent.
Lip balm for your butthole, too.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Who knew
Only-
you were
only
supposed
the
to be
class gets the
moisturizing down there? Thanks to Teen Vogue, we do now. According to V Magic, their product is made
They
from
told us this
100%
product
natural
was needed, so
ingredients.
we bought it.
From organic avocado oil, beeswax, and honey, and free from synthetic dyes, fragrances, and more.
Oh man, heaven forbid. My vagina only gets the most natural and pure ingredients.
With a tagline of, because your other lips get chapped too. We're not sure how seriously we'll be taking this new addition to our beauty routine, but you know, every day's a school day.
That took a weird turn.
That did. That was the last one that I read, the last sentence.
I do like how they're like, we didn't know we needed this until they told us, and we just took their word for it and bought it, and now we do
Welcome
it.
to capitalism.
Yeah.
10 things to never put in your vagina. Shape.com.
Here at Console Commandants, we do dedicate ourselves to be an educational channel, so.
Yes.
1. Rubber of soft plastic sex toys. After just a little wear and tear, Vibrator is made from soft, flexible plastic where jelly-like rubber can develop tiny nicks and grooves where microbes can hide. Insert that into your vagina, you may have just scored yourself an infection. Go with silicone, stainless steel, or hard plastic pleasure product instead, as they won't break down and degrade. 2. Fruits and vegetables.
Oh man. Hey, Anthony, you got anything to talk about? You know.
Even organic produce that's been scrubbed clean still carries bacteria.
What's your favorite Pokemon game?
Good question.
It doesn't even have to be like the mainstream Pokemon. It could be the off
The crystal.
Top 10 objects.
Crystal was
inside
really
your
good.
vagina.
It was the second gen was probably the best improvement, like jump in the series.
Just
Like
put
they added
my
the
favorite.
berries and
top 10 household items to put inside your vagina.
Pubic hair dyes, number 3.
oh, beautiful.
Oil-based lubricants, douches, and intimate sprays, whipped and chocolate toppings, hair removal cream, body art, anything with a scent, and vodka tampons.
I'm gonna say for me, the one I had the most fun with as a kid, I was most excited for was the rescue team. And I'm not exactly sure why, but yeah, that was my favorite.
I never played that as a kid.
Did
what?
you play it later?
Yeah, I played it later.
Okay.
I only played a little bit though. What Pokemon did you get like assigned? Do you remember?
Not
'Cause I know they do like a personality test.
Yeah, I remember that. What was it? trying to think. It might have been
Trico?
Yeah, Trico.
See, I would have guessed either that or Totodile for you. With the little blue crocodile looking one.
Oh, I
Gen
think it
2.
was Totodile. Yeah, I think it was Totodile. And that, I wish I could look it up because that would have been interesting to know. I think I have my game somewhere. I can look it up one day.
I'm gonna look up the mystery dungeon.
The list of options.
Yeah, the quiz results. Because that is interesting if they're like that.
Yeah. I think that's what enticed me a lot as a kid.
Being a
Very
Pokemon.
Yeah, the personality thing is very engaging. Let's see if I can find my game. You guys are talking about, you know, proper vaginal hygiene.
I rushed through all the 10. They weren't as interesting as I thought they would be.
You didn't look up top 10 household objects to put inside your vagina.
I don't think we're gonna get much good. I don't think you're gonna give me anything good for that. They'll probably just get porn.
Well, if you put the word household in there, you might get something you won't expect.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
That's something you don't see. You're saying I can put chemicals in
I like chemicals. So they have a guide that shows you. You get options to different Pokemon based on what personality trait it says you most identify with, and it changes based on gender. So like for Bulbasaur, if you're a boy, it's if you get the hardy personality trait, and if it's a girl, if it's the brave personality trait. There also appears to be Pokemon that you just don't get access to based on what gender you pick. So if you're a boy, you can't get...
the Pokemon canceled.
Yeah, so if you're a boy, you can't get Chikorita. If you're a girl, you can't get Machop.
Just gay people don't exist in the
Yeah, homosexuality.
I did find... I don't even know if I played this game. When someone got me a 3DS for Christmas, and I bought the one for that system. I don't even know if I played this game.
So
I found it in my old one.
So the Trico one, if that's the Pokemon you got, that one is Sassy for boys.
Hell yeah. Sassy boy.
You're Sassy Lincoln.
Let's see if I can find this. My 3DS. Let's see if it's charged.
Excellent. You have to see which Pokemon you got. When you find out, I'll check the chart and I'll see what the personality trait is.
This because you're gonna be an asshole. Do my fucking TV.
I'm gonna do my own research. You guys are assholes. I just do my own weird research.
About
I was part of the chat. I was part of the chat because TV because they're playing behind it and pulling out the fucking TV cable.
Nice.
Like men.
They've unplugged it like 4 times.
Like men.
No, I'm done with this.
Kill them. Kill them. How you even discipline your cats, Austin?
Austin, how often do you have sex with men?
Give them food. I don't know if I want to sneeze.
They're so cute.
He's so cute. He's just like a little party.
Austin, how often do you have? Austin, how often do you have sex with men?
Enough to make my heart go.
That's pretty good.
Get that music in here.
I have a very loose asshole.
Do you keep chapstick in there?
Oh, it looks like I'm Squirtle in this one.
Of course I do.
Nice.
In Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team.
You have jolly nature.
Hell yeah.
Fucking jolly ass Lincoln.
You know me.
Unless you went with girl, in which case you have a relaxed nature.
I'm pretty sure it's a boy, but I could be wrong. Let's see. I don't think there's a way I can check that. I'm gonna say for the sake of logic, it's probably boy.
Austin, how would you like to slonk some fat doinks?
Slonk the doinks or slonk
Yes.
the doinks?
Yeah, slonk.
Slonk them.
Yeah,
Here,
slonk some fat doinks.
Here's
On
a more
scale
modern
from,
one.
On a scale from what? From not at all to ravenously?
Yes.
I would say I'm salivating for it.
Okay. So what are you gonna say, Lincoln?
Here, I'll do a more modern one. I'm gonna put in the new one. If you look up the list for Pokemon Super Mystery
Pokemon
Dungeon.
Super.
Pokemon Super, like
That the
That is what it's called. It's for 3DS.
Alright, Super. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Super Mystery Dungeon.
I like how this caterpillar is just like a public transit system.
Alright, let me know
Yeah,
what
the
you
bus.
get.
I guess. Which is really ironic that it's Destiny. I'm pretty sure he doesn't support this.
He's a train. He's a locomotive.
That might be the only thing making Destiny left wing is his support for trains. It might be his one issue.
Trains.
I don't want to update. I just want to launch. Stupid updates. Ruining my video. Is this a gym battle?
Yeah.
I like how I looked away and don't pay attention for like 10 minutes and we're already in a different gym battle.
We're in Gym 2.
I do like how it takes forever to get to the first one and then they just start popping off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, this is the one where they made a mod for this woman to be white. That was a real mod that people felt the need to make and was semi-popular.
Yes.
So, lose faith in anime, boys and girls.
Remember the mod where they made the Pokemon breeder less unattractive?
Yeah.
Because they wanted her to be a QT trad wife.
I think we should change our YouTube page description to the most woke incel on the internet.
That is a good description.
To be an incel, you have to be mad at that, though. That's the definition of an incel.
That's true. And only half of us are like that.
Yeah. Only you, Austin. You and someone who shall not be named.
Only us and David. Although David at this point might just be too tired to be upset about it. Sweet prince.
Does he have the coronavirus now?
Yeah, he's got
Probably
AIDS.
not.
What is he sick with?
He got the kind of AIDS that you don't need to have sex to get.
he just needed a life-saving blood transfusion and then
Yeah.
because of it.
He's happy though because it means other people think he has sex now.
So just so you know, I actually didn't even play this game enough to get past the personality test, so I'm taking it now.
Okay.
That's how Magic Johnson got it, right? He didn't get it from having sex with guys. He just had a blood transfusion without actually, actually having
he got it. He got it from raping people. Yes. Magic Johnson is a rapist, actually. Welcome to welcome to Black America.
Because they're all racist. That's why our prisons are full of them, guys.
Folks, welcome to Black America.
There's a reason for that, right?
It's just a Fox News segment.
Yeah. It's me, who's that guy? It's me, Alright Bill Maher.
Yeah.
New rule, black people, if you want to stop getting shot by the police, you have to stop raping people.
I was being defensive here.
Here is my host, my guest, Ben Shapiro. The left has gone too far, and so now I am a white supremacist. New rule, if you don't laugh at my jokes about black people, then you're actually racist.
Da da da.
La 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 la.
No, hell yeah, dude. And the
What'd
new
you
one
get?
I got T-Pig.
Tepig.
Yeah, Tepig.
I do like T-Pig. That's a better name for it.
That's amazing. I get to be a pig, man.
Personality type for Tepig seems to be comfortable.
Pokemon for you. I like how in this one I can just say no and pick whichever one I want.
Hell
that's
yeah.
interesting, actually. Yeah, I think the personality test on this one is, you know, judging the pseudoscience personality test in Pokemon games is my specialty. Yeah, I'm going to say this one is worse. Significantly worse than the other one.
You're never shaken, can always read between the lines, you never give up. You're quite likable, and you're always surrounded by friends. With a good-natured personality like that, you must be Tepig.
It's a pig. You know, it's a pig.
You must be T-Pig, and it's just you T-posing in a pig outfit.
Hell yeah.
Austin, would you have sex with a woman in a pig suit?
Only way I do it.
Good. What about you, Anthony?
What now?
Would you have sex with a woman in a pig suit?
Depends on what do I get out of it.
What food is offered to me?
That is the most Anthony answer, is what do I get out of having sex? See, that's why we're not the most woke incels.
That's just your cost.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because
What else do you expect?
Anthony's not an incel and also not woke.
That's fair.
It's okay. Sargon won it all with the body slam.
Fuck yeah, Sargon. Those cheeks worked out for you finally.
He body slammed them rhetorically.
Out of curiosity, would anyone play this game if I let them borrow my 3DS, the Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon?
Didn't they come out with a
I think they came out with a new one, yeah.
like a remaster or something?
Yeah. Because I feel bad that I bought this game and never played it, so as long as someone gets to play it, I'll have to remember to keep it over here.
I'll play it if you would like.
I'll play it for you, Daddy. Sure thing.
I gave my 3DS to my brother because I didn't play.
What Lincoln does is he goes to the public parks with his 3DS. He's like, hey kid, you want to play Pokemon? And he just watches them play Pokemon, and he just breathes heavily.
I just look at him like, did you know the game said I was good-natured? I just wanted you to know that.
Yeah, the game said my personality type was comfortable.
Does that mean you're fat?
I guess. I mean,
Well,
I think that was the
yeah,
bit, so.
I like the idea, Lincoln doing this just it's the perfect crime. It's like, it's not technically illegal. Like, you don't do anything nefarious with the kids, but you just, you look over at their parents, and you just give them, like, a creepy look. They just sort of, like, nod at them.
I just get off on the fact that I'm pissing off the parents a lot and making them worry for no reason. And when I say get off, I mean just not sexually, just like, that's the only reason I do it. Inside, I'm laughing.
Mr. Lincoln, sir, why did you do this? Like, it's not illegal.
It's like, where is it against the law to be friendly to my childish neighbor? Doesn't the Bible say we must be good to our neighbor?
Yeah, I'm just, there is no law against making people uncomfortable, and that's all I'm doing here.
Look, if the kids are okay with it, then it's not harassment, because I didn't want to talk to the parents. They came to me.
Little purple. hot takes. Good one.
I mean,
Yeah,
it actually technically is to make people, you know, uncomfortable if it's harassment, but in the way that we're describing it, it would not be harassment.
It's not a targeted harassment.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, the kid came up to me unprompted, saw that I had a 3DS, and I just let him play it.
Yeah.
If we want to stretch this, Your Honor, I could say that I was harassed.
The parents are culpable since it's a minor, and they did nothing.
Yes. They were responsible. They could have called them over at any point. And they only did after I made a weird face at them. Which, again, is not a crime, Your Honor.
Look, where does it say it's a crime to look at a parent of a child, lick my lips, and nod my head aggressively? Where is the law?
Where's the crime in, like, opening my eyes really wide and just, like, darting my tongue out at them and nodding, like, yeah?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Where's the crime in writing on a whiteboard I had with me and said Epstein did nothing wrong? Where's the crime?
And there is no profanity or libel in that sentence.
Just go extra mile. Epstein killed himself, but not before getting away with multiple crimes.
Epstein is my personal hero.
You know, I thought the joke that I'm gonna see Hop outside, and here he is.
There he is.
Well, of course you're gonna see Hop outside.
There
That's what
he
this
is.
game is all about.
Yeah, it's catching up with Hop after, you know.
You can't leave a Pokemon gym or go to a new town without someone having to fucking stop you and be like, oh,
Hold your hand for the whole
yeah,
thing.
you did something. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's almost welcoming in the sense that, like, it's so streamlined that it's like you don't have to think. So I kind of approve of it. But,
I disapprove of it just because, like I said before, Crystal's my favorite Pokemon game. I like the Pokemon where it's like, if you remember in that game, you could go through like half of the gyms without having to like really do too much.
Hey, that's my
that's
my first
true.
Pokemon game.
Once you get to like
more
the
of an
ghost,
open world.
yeah, once you get to the ghost type gym, you can theoretically do like gyms 4 through 7 in any order you want.
Honestly, they really, I mean, that's sort of what this game is, kind of, is like, this is just all the gym battles not separated by puzzles. So, it's kind of similar to how you describe Crystal in a way, except for they just don't, like, they don't stop you in Crystal, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I honestly would be okay with them. If I'm not mistaken, this game might be the first one, actually, where there's just no puzzles at all.
Yeah, they sort of like soft stop you in that you
When you
need
s-
to like,
when you
oh,
say-
you need to go get surf to go to this next
Yeah,
place.
that's what I'm talking about.
so
It's
when you say
basically
puzzle,
obstacles,
What
like
do you mean?
like adventure style puzzles, where like you know, Legend of Zelda, were awesome joke. You have this with you, right? You need that with you. You
Yeah.
need X, Y, and Z with you.
Yeah, you have the steel dildo, right? Oh, well, you need the steel dildo. That's
Yeah.
how you get. To get that, you just use the light ray. Oh, you have the light ray, right?
So in Pokemon, it would be like, oh, I need Flash for this cave, or I need Cut, or I need
Yeah.
String.
And to get
Yeah.
that, you need to get
Do
this.
some
You need to go.
stupid shit. You have to
Yeah.
guess where to go.
You have to. Usually, you have to talk to a professor who gives it to you if you've caught a certain number of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Is this Anthony's first Pokemon?
No.
No, Crystal was my first Pokemon.
Crystal was my first wife. I still have her tattoo on my body.
I just like Crystal for the fact
When
that
she-
the
dude,
day and
she
night
blew
is
me.
cool. The day and
No.
night and the berries.
Yes.
Like the color blue? Or she choked you?
No, she sucked my penis. That's what I'm saying, Austin. And I got a tattoo of her name on my body.
Oh. To commemorate it?
But then, you know, we broke up because, you know, it turned out that, you know, she was cheating on me with her sister, who I was also cheating on her with. That's how we found out.
Nice. Well, so what's the problem? I don't understand.
You know, we both loved her sister, and were thinking that she was gonna leave the other one for us, which turned out not to happen.
That's sad.
I know.
Sad story. Like a, I don't know, like a poem about it.
Make a poem, bitch. Damn,
Man.
that's so sad. Write a fucking haiku about it, you little baby.
That's pretty good. Why don't you go back to Fag Island and tell that story to all your friends?
You went from Knuckles music to now this is like a Rouge level music. Well, take that back. Now it's more like Knights.
Into dreams.
Nice was a good game.
I
Remember
thought
Knights?
oh, you're just saying that because you're a pedophile.
Austin,
Why I made fun of that game the first time.
That was a long pause, Austin.
Austin, do you like games about going into children's windows?
I was smiling and actually trying to remember what that game was about, and then we played it.
It's about going into children's dreams.
I remember the weird purple thing that flew, but then I was like, oh wait, there was also like the little girl that you play as.
Yeah. Remember Leghead? My favorite character of Knights, purple Leghead creature. What was its name?
Oh well.
You guys can't keep calling me a pedophile on the internet.
You want to bet?
Someone will believe.
Yeah, someone will believe.
Yeah, or how many views do we get?
Well, Austin, last time I checked, we don't dox you, so like you'll be fine. You can keep up the ring, bud. You can keep your pedophile ring going.
What are we talking about? We said the last name of his closest friend and associate, Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeff Epstein was a good mentor.
Oh, right.
Hero.
The
Hero to
Pokeball.
me in life.
Pokeball.
Pokeball?
Pokeball Pokemon.
I'm sorry.
Where they use their, I guess, mouth. Which
Oh yeah,
looks
what
like
that
a
mouth
Pokeball.
do.
I like how they just made a Pokemon for this, which is
What's that mouth do?
interesting,
It's tradition.
I guess. I just like how this Pokemon theoretically evolved to fuck with Pokemon trainers specifically. Because it's supposed to be an item on the ground, and they try to pick it up and they get, you know, their hand bitten.
See, they want to get caught by
Yeah.
trainers. That's why they're doing this. They're forcing the encounter on you.
They really like the idea of a mimic, but this is the best they could do to implement it.
Pokemimic.
Yeah.
What's the
Alright,
sexiest Pokemon?
Sargon, obviously.
Gardevoir, obviously.
You're not helping the pedo case, Austin.
Oh.
No, if he were really pedo, he would say Ralts, which is the basic form.
Yeah, Rolf's is the basic one. Gardevoir is all grown up. Just petite.
She is flat-chested, though.
Pretty sure we did this in some
So
other game.
are we gonna go back over to Sam's for his self-grown birthday party?
This was a great question to bring up in the Let's Play, Austin.
Are we gonna go talk to Pappy Roos and Sans?
I didn't want to spoil the fact that we could hang out with Nazis again. Like we had to
Let's just talk to the internet about how Sam's friends are Nazis.
Yes. I don't know. They were all drunk when they said they were gonna even do that party, Austin. So I would confirm they're even doing it before even bothering to contemplate going. My instinct would be no, especially if the two particularly ultra Nazis go, because I don't see a point. I don't want to be there. I'm pretty sure Anthony is the same way. Like we were just there anyway.
We'll go there to get drunk and kiss them.
I mean, if we did go, I would literally just go to, call them Nazis, tell them they're stupid, and then leave. That'd be the only reason to go at this point.
Would you call them homos?
Maybe. I'd have to think about it, like a good way to offend them. Like, what would be the most offensive thing for them?
You know, they believe in the white race so much, but they're not doing anything to,
Call them
you know,
Nazis.
They don't
continue.
I would say the one Nazi, if he shows up, he does already have a child the age of 18. Or sorry, 19.
Damn.
Well,
How the fuck
don't
old
worry.
is this loser?
He claimed that the horrendously ugly baby mama of his was so fat that she raped him because he couldn't lift her off of him. So
He's pretty cool then.
yeah, pretty great, pretty.
Sorry, he
epic.
got raped by fat women.
Yeah, clearly it was a joke, very funny, very cool. It's all good.
I'll rape him.
There you go. That might be the best way to insult them. Is we'll get some people there that are gay or bi and just sexually assault them. They won't know what to do. I like how it's pretty easy to tell that they're just that one Pokemon.
Yep.
It's just a very tiny ball.
Yes, I love Pokemon.
Anthony, would you go back to the party if we devised a way to just call them Nazis? We could get like cheerleader pumps and do a little cheer.
The only
Do a little-
I would
you
go
guys
back
do not
there
think-
is we stayed there for a little bit and then we went to Austin's.
We'll steal their food, and then we'll fuck off and just hang out with the non-Nazis, which is just us.
We're saving the
Yeah.
Pokemon world from these Nazis.
I won't mention names, but one of the ones really disappointed me because I consider them neutral. But they went to the Nazi and they're just like, oh yeah, my Discord server, every time we see something that's quote unquote, he didn't say quote unquote, but he said degenerate, he then, gestured a hand and then pressing a button, and then he said quote, the gas.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, yeah, gassing him. It's like, that's a 0 to fully mask off there, bud. So,
Have you heard about the manga Ranma 1/2?
Yeah.
Yes. Have you, Austin?
Yes.
To explain it
all
to
of you.
Lincoln, it's like there's this teenage boy who gets cursed with some fucking water or some shit. So whenever he gets
wet,
whenever he gets hit with cold water, he turns into a girl, and if he gets hit with hot water, he turns back into a boy.
Okay.
And so I found this on the internet. The guy who wrote it, named Rumiko Takahashi, says Rumiko Takahashi was once asked if Ranma could get pregnant, and his response was, "I don't think about that, and neither should you."
Interesting.
That's good. I mean, that's a good response, but what is the answer?
That is the answer. He doesn't think about that, neither should you.
I'm not surprised Austin the Weeb knows. I'm surprised Anthony knows what this is.
I mean, it's an old anime, so
I think
Oh,
it was
that-
in
I've watched
Shonen
it.
Jump.
it's pretty popular.
Wait, did Anthony actually give a reason there?
I did not.
Anthony, what's your reasoning here? How'd you know about this one?
A friend of mine.
It's pretty
Okay.
good. We should watch it.
Did your friend of yours show you a porno? Is that why you're so hesitant about it?
No, she
Yeah?
she liked it and it was like, I've never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm more surprised you have female friends.
Oh, thank you. And I was curious what it was, and it was martial arts. And
Do an impression of one of your female friends.
I wouldn't get it right.
Hasn't
What?
stopped you before.
Yeah, wait, I can't imagine.
Oh, women
Ooh.
things.
Ooh. I think that's how you need to evolve your sexist stereotype, Anthony. Just go ooh.
Ooh.
Anime. Anime boys.
They're so dreamy.
I like to pretend I'm Sakura and Naruto. Sasuke.
Sasuke Uchiha.
I do find it annoying that they went with a look that doesn't make sense. They all look the same. Whereas at least, you know, with the Team Rocket people where they were fully clothed and had the hats.
Yeah, the uniforms were, yeah, very stock and very, like...
Yeah, like military. Like, it makes sense that you would be hard to confuse two people, where this is just like... these people are just the same person.
It would be like if you went to, like, an actual sporting event and everyone looked like the same two models of people.
Yeah.
Like if you went to a football game and it was just like, oh yeah, everyone's wearing like the same exact one jersey, and then someone else just like has the same exact face paint on.
Yeah, like I don't know how much they rush, but they could easily make like 10 models of like generic sports fans and interchange those 10, and it would be much more believable.
You could just take like existing models that are already there that aren't like the sports fans people and just like edit those.
Yeah, you can just put like the face paint on them.
Like, oh, this one is like slightly different skin tone. Maybe like, oh, this one is a pale version of Hop and he's got like fucking a different hair piece and then like face paint and that's it.
Sargon didn't get a chance to tell people to vote for Trump again.
The classical liberal answer, vote for Trump.
Sorry, you meant to say individualist.
Oh, is that his new thing?
Yes. I don't know if he still goes with that because he got made fun of so hard for it, but I'm going to say yes.
Hell yes.
I don't know if he called himself a classical individualist or just an individualist. Or liberalist. Was it liberalist? He was really dumb. It sounded really fucking dumb.
Liberalist was it.
Yeah.
I thought you were just giving him a new thing on top of that.
That'd be great.
Making goof words.
Making goof words?
I'm part of the doorknob party.
Hell yeah, dude. What do they believe in?
I like certain styles of doorknobs, particularly the lighter colored doorknobs, but the darker colored doorknobs don't.
Do you like the ones that are just like a round, solid object, or do you like when they have a little keyhole?
The keyhole is good. I like the keyhole. I like the round ones. I like the ones that are like a handle. But you get a doorknob that's fucking square or something. Who wants a fucking square doorknob sitting around their house?
So you're like a traditionalist. You're like a doorknob traditionalist.
It doesn't work. You know? I mean, it works, but not good.
I was gonna joke that I'm an anarcho-fascist, but I guess that's a real thing.
That would not surprise me.
On Urban Dictionary, it says it's based on the premise that that in post-capital parentheses cryptocurrency-centric end parentheses societies. Oh man,
pretty badass, dude.
Yeah, you could be an anarcho-capitalist, anarcho-fascist, but.
Hold on, let me finish this definition here. Racial identitarianism loses its stigma. Anarcho-fascism or national anarchism propounds that only ethnic cohesion can form self-referential societies in the wake of capitalism's collapse and the absence of identitary action. National anarchism believes that capitalism, specifically global capitalism, will collapse to Marxism, into Marxism. So it's just racist anarchism.
I stopped listening like a minute ago.
So after the race war, if you don't stick with the whites, you're done. Right?
Yeah, right. No, after capitalism falls, you better get to your own race. It seems to be the message here.
Chad, yes. That's all I support Marxism for. It's all a plot to get everyone back into their own playpen.
Apparently, this is a very new word stemming from, you know, the COVID. It looks like March 2020.
COVID-induced madness.
Basically, it's also described as populist tribalism. I like the fact it has to be cryptocurrency centric.
I love cryptocurrency.
I like how racial identitarianism loses its stigma as a fancy way of saying racism becomes cool again.
Hell yeah.
It's a very fancy way of putting that.
Why does it have stigma to begin with? It's crazy.
I'm gonna go to Twitter. I feel like this is Movie Bob's fault. It feels like a Movie Bob thing.
Movie Bob's our hero, though.
He causes all the harm in our world.
Would you give Movie Bob a kissy?
No.
Why not?
If it made him feel uncomfortable, then maybe I would do it just to make him feel bad. He wished Barack Obama a happy birthday.
Is it today?
Yeah, and it looks like it.
Damn, I didn't know that. My dad's birthday today.
To be fair, he retweeted a happy birthday, but like, basically, from Mark Hamill, of all people.
What a fucking loser.
Mark Hamill, Twitter profile seems
my
to
favorite
be...
spaceman actor.
Mark Hamill's Twitter profile seems to be him wearing a face mask that says "vote" on it, which
What a lib.
I was gonna say very good, I approve, but also nerd.
I'm glad that Mark Hamill basically has the exact same personality as my mother.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. Like, there's definitely way worse things it could be, but it's just like it's a little bit of cringe. It's just like, come on.
It's very sincere, genuine cringe. It's like good-natured cringe.
I'm okay with that.
It's like lawful cringe.
I think we found Anthony's political identity, which is being weird, good cringe, lib cringe. Anthony, if that was true, you would have voted for Liz Warren.
I like Mark Hamill, okay?
I like Star Wars, man.
Actually,
no, you like him for Joker, don't you?
yeah.
Oh, I knew it.
Drugs that he did.
I knew only you were the one who's like, oh yes, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, Joker man.
Yeah,
I like
the
him.
guy.
I approve.
Joker.
I approve. I think we need to erase him as Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
He is now Joker man.
he's Joker, man. That would be so hilarious. Like he dies,
Yeah.
like not anytime soon. I don't wish him ill will, but like when he dies, it's just like, oh, Mark Hamill, best known for voicing the Joker in the Batman the Animated Series, and nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else.
I would do that just so I want to see like angry comments like, what about Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like list increasingly more obscure things that he's in.
Just to piss him off. I think Bob is defending sex work. So that's interesting.
I could see him doing that for
Yeah, I mean, that's
no
definitely
reason.
That's definitely in his ballpark.
I get to be progressive and horny and stupid.
Like, if he doesn't defend sex work, that's the only way that he gets sex.
Yes,
How is
exactly.
he ever gonna have sex legally?
Well, I think you answered your question. He wouldn't. He'll just have to go to the illegal side.
You'll just have to commit sexual assault.
He has to drive all the way to Nevada.
Yes, as we all know, Mark Hamill, famous for his role in Star Wars, The Clone Wars, as Darth Bane in one episode.
Guys, he posted about the fucking epic universe theme park, the Super Mario one.
Oh, you gotta show it. Post it.
Hold on.
I need it.
It's great.
Alright, hold on. What the fuck is this thing? What is
What's
this
that?
fucking Pokemon? Is this
That's-
Onyx as a minecart?
Yes.
That's the coal.
What? You don't like this? You don't like that very epic design going on?
Is that an evolution or an evolutionary form of Onyx?
No.
Oh my
It's just a coal cart. Yeah. Wait. What's wrong,
Oh, this is amazing.
Jake? Just inject it into your veins.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. I love this. I'm so happy. This is so. This is
So what
so much
hot
movie.
takes does he have for the Pokemon theme park?
Well, click
He
on
loves
it.
it. We all know
Read
he
it.
loves it.
Read
Yeah,
it.
read it. You need to read it for yourself to get the full effect.
I will read it. Where'd you post it? We live in home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Movie Bob.
You gotta read the thing he's replying to first, so you have the context.
Universal Orlando Plan Epic Universe theme park. Boom, the Super Nintendo World is now delayed indefinitely. Nice.
Nice.
So read his now.
You know, Movie Bob literally cried about this. I just want that to be known.
Hey guys, Suda Woodos.
Hold on, where's his comment? Is it in here or no?
Yeah, click on yeah, it's in the link. Just read it in We Live in Hell. It's the reply.
I almost
Oh.
want a pseudo Rudo,
I
but
know
I don't know what
this
we
is
name
very
it.
small in the grand scheme of things. People have died, livelihoods lost, etc.
Etc.
How you know, etc. This still pisses me the fuck off all the same. All of this was preventable.
All caps, all. You took this from me, Donald.
If we hadn't shut down, we could have Super Mario theme park.
Oh no, he blames it on the right things, but that's just what it's just so it's just so dumb.
All the terrible things in the world. People have died, livelihoods lost, whatever, I don't care. Universal Orlando's Epic Universe theme park. I want to go to Mario Land.
I want to feel like what it looks like to be Luigi.
I joked this before, Austin, but I'm gonna repeat it. I would vote for Trump and all of his offspring for the rest of my life if he could promise that Movie Bob never ever gets to go to a Mario theme park.
Bob is taking pot shots at Ryan Knight. I think that was the Liz Warren guy that turned Bernie bro.
Now you have to vote for him because he's guaranteed that.
Oh guys.
No,
guys.
he's not.
That's a different guy. That's different.
He's not
Sargon is
insured that
evolving.
he can't in the future.
Right.
Oh, Sargon, yes.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Let him evolve.
If he like, I need
It's
like
his
in
ultra
writing,
form.
Yes.
either an in writing.
That's a Sargon post Patreon money.
There we go. I either needed in writing from Trump that, like, as an executive order, Movie Bob
Tail. Damn you, Anthony.
can't do this, or they just lock him up. Like, they put him. If I find out tomorrow that Movie Bob got dragged into one of those unmarked vans by police, then I'm voting for Trump.
I don't think we need that.
Yeah.
Damn you, though, Anthony. Not reading.
Well,
Yeah,
I
at
actually did read it. Just
At
when
that point,
after I read
literally,
it,
Trump
I
has
got to
done
lag
more for me
behind.
than Joe Biden.
Okay. So,
It's like, sorry,
Yeah,
Biden, you're gonna have to call Destiny a faggot and say that he's actually a conservative if you want my vote back.
Is Movie Bob objectively worse than
no.
Ben Shapiro?
No.
And Ben Shapiro, no.
No, he just pisses off more because he's closer, but also, like, he's just an idiot that's closer to us that is also against us.
Yeah.
Like, he thinks we're just as bad as Ben Shapiro, and that's why we hate him, is because he's so off base.
Yeah.
His point doesn't make any sense.
It's more anger-inducing because with Ben Shapiro, we just know he's an idiot and, like, everything he says is completely wrong. And, like,
Right.
you know, he'll never be reached. He'll never even come close to having a good point.
Where Bob should really be on our side, but he's just too fucking neoliberal to ever get that far. But he gets close. He's willing to vote for Elizabeth Warren because she's a fucking woman. And like that's basically it.
He hates us, even though we would like agree on, at the very least, 50% of the same shit.
Yeah.
Because
If
we
politics
live in
was-
red states, and because
Yeah.
we're not in the
That's-
managerial class. We're not
would
journalists.
we would agree with 70% of what we would be asked in our current political climate. It would be 70+% probably. Not in all politics, but given that framework, we would agree with them the most.
But then we would also be like, hey, maybe like the economy, like maybe jobs, and he'd be like, fuck you.
But here's an example. Like Ryan Knight was an Elizabeth Warren stan that turned Bernie bro, and he just took the time out of his day today to shit on him for no reason.
He betrayed mother.
Yeah. And Elizabeth Warren stans are just the fucking most annoying to me anyway. Just because, like, their argument, they don't have a fucking argument. They never had. And they just annoy the fuck out of me. Like, oh, she had a more reasonable Medicare plan. I'm like, oh, did you fucking read it? No, you didn't. Of course you didn't. Why
At
would
least
you?
with Clinton stands, you can go the route that they're just like, oh, money and status quo. Good.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you could also go the route of, because she did have the nomination, like half of the people who you would, you know, call her stands are really just people like, yeah, she's not great, but, you know, better than Trump.
Yeah.
Which is true, but, you know, at least they're honest about it. Whereas with the Warren stands, it's like, no, she actually is the best.
She understands that capitalism is the best way, which is just like, you do realize if Bernie was elected, it would still be capitalism, right? You're aware of this, and they're like, no, we're strawmen.
Socialist.
we're strawmen. We're made of straw. We're dumb.
We are literally your punching bag.
Yeah.
If Bernie ever was, well, he probably won't now, but
2024,
if he
Bernie,
if he
let's
had
go.
been elected, I was just hoping he had a, you know, a secret power level that we didn't know.
he would become a dictatorship, and you'd be happy. He would just like
Yeah,
kill
well,
the Supreme Court.
So,
I don't think he would kill anybody. I don't think Bernie would do that.
Well,
Alright.
yeah, but if you're saying that he would make it a socialist state, it would have to be violent at that point if you're that quick of a transition.
yep, my dream running position 2024, Bernie Sanders with his VP pick, the disembodied brain of Mike Gravel in a glass jar,
Yeah.
being puppeted by two Zoomers.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Finally.
he'll do it like this. He'll just instate a bunch of socialist policies that people don't realize are socialist policies.
I don't think you can do that as president, Austin. You can do executive orders.
He'll do executive orders, but he'll just be like, what he'll do is he'll get like a robot, and the robot's name is like, you know, A. Wyatt Man, and he's just like, I'm a good Christian Republican, and he's just be like, oh, here, I'm gonna do these policies, and they're gonna actually be socialist policies, but he's just gonna frame them as like pro-America. Like
homelessness because Jesus told us to.
Yeah, exactly. Ending homelessness because Jesus told us to, and also to stick it to other countries that have worse homeless problems.
Yeah. Stick it to the liberal elite for having big houses.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to make sense.
Those liberals in Canada, they have homeless shelters. Well, fuck them. We're better than that. We're just gonna put every homeless person in these empty houses.
So I don't understand what this Pokemon's supposed to be, but it's lame, and they could have done better.
Yeah, that's Pikachu.
Yeah, it's just another Pikachu clone that becomes
It's like
angry.
they realized, oh, fuck it. They know they're onto us that we're just doing Pikachu clones now. We're just gonna fully make it a Pikachu. Squirrel Pikachu, which we already had.
It's like a gerbil.
I want to fuck it. What do you guys think?
No, not for me.
More Pico, maybe based on the golden hamster with some elements of a guinea pig.
Okay, do you
Like
guys
more
want to stop
Pico
after the
hamsters known for
third gym
biting.
battle fight that's happening up ahead, or?
Sure.
Yes.
Let's do it. There's one more time to look at Movie Bob's shitty Twitter feed.
Like
hamster.
Porpico, hamsters are known for biting and exhibiting violent territorial behavior, hoarding food, and having incredibly high metabolisms. Hence, its dark type and hangry mode. Sorry.
Interesting.
On top of that, signature move Aura Wheel may be referenced to hamster wheels. Its color scheme may be inspired on the broken color pattern found in many guinea pig breeds.
I feel like Pokemon has just given up. Game Freak doesn't care.
George Bush doesn't care about black Pokemon.
No, I think they gave up on Pokemon a long time ago, and making it.
I wouldn't say a long time ago.
I would say a long time.
I would say last generation.
Which would be the
Sun and Moon.
second Sun and Moon.
Yeah. Which wasn't that long ago.
Right.
I think the 6th gen Kalos region was the last good one.
Would that be the first Sun and Moon?
I think
No,
that's
that'd be
the
X and Y.
X and Y.
Oh.
Slow moving, aren't you, Brexit?
Yeah, you got it. You nailed it.
I liked Sun and Moon, but it was kind of not great.
My Movie Bob had to talk about the fucking. Did you hear about this Twitter controversy about the person who posted their lunch that's on a Karuchi board?
No.
Does anyone know what I'm trying to say there? Karuchi?
No.
Let me see if I can look up how to pronounce this.
Is it like a cultural appropriation thing? Is that what they're getting at?
No, that's not what they're mad about. Charcuterie? Charcuterie, a French term for a branch of cooking devoted...
Charcuterie?
Yeah, that's right. Devoted to prepared meal products such as bacon, ham, sausages, terrines, galantines, balloon-tines.
So what's the
Yeah.
problem?
You'll have it
So-
on a plate.
Yeah, you have it just on a big
Crackers,
plate.
cheese.
It's basically a giant cheese platter, but for a lunch. And so what you see in the picture is, here, I'll show you the picture. It does look like rich white person food. It definitely, like, you know, Austin knew what it was. It's a pretty good example of what
Damn.
we're talking. Yeah.
You
I
are
don't
white,
know,
Austin.
but I've heard the word before. When I heard
Okay.
you mispronounce it the second time, I was
This
like, I
is-
knew what it was.
Elton had to jump on actually being able to correct someone on mispronouncing words.
For the first time.
Yeah.
So Bob, this was a big thing because people were just like, fuck you, this is not rich people food, stop saying everything is, you know, class, blah blah blah. And of course Bob had to, you know, put his 2 cents in the same shit because it just is his bread and butter.
Get a
Yeah.
charcuterie plate at Kroger for like $2.
Bullshit.
You can do it, bro.
Not for $2.
Yeah,
Not for,
go fuck yourself.
Get
it's
a
not
whole
for.
thing for, like, it's
No.
probably like 5 bucks.
So for the challenge, I'm just gonna throw the Pokeball at it for a shot.
Do it.
Because I know what these. I've sold these before. I used to work at Kroger.
So now we have a free
And-
fill picks.
Sweet.
How much are those pre-made charcuterie dishes?
They're more than $5. Like
I'd guess 8 to 10.
yeah, like 8's like the low end. You could get like a bigger one that's like 15.
I didn't even know
They're
they
like-
sold these at Kroger pre-made.
Yeah.
though.
They're like a big spread. Yeah, they're in like little like plastic containers.
But no, if someone brought this out to like, if I saw someone eating this for lunch, I would just assume they're a snooty white person.
Yeah.
And it's
This
not
is-
even about money, really. It's
this
just
is
like,
like-
why would you eat this?
This is like if you were to do this for like a work lunch, this is something you would like, oh, I'm gonna go like buy this and share it with people at the office.
Yeah, not for a personal lunch.
Yeah, it's also like big. That's another reason you wouldn't eat it as like a personal lunch.
To answer your question, Lincoln, the only reason I know why it is because I was Catholic.
Oh,
No,
okay.
we go to church all the time.
Oh yeah, you know, you have to bring something in for the potluck or whatever the fuck. Yeah, my grandma just made food all the time, so that's what she would do.
But I do like the fact that the only thing I can imagine someone using this would be like Lisa Simpson. That's
So
what
is-
comes to mind.
So is Movie Bob defending this?
Oh, well, yeah, he's defending the fact that this is clearly not classist. This is he wrote, quote, "Taps Mike, you in the first world, quote unquote." okay, everything you eat is quote unquote what rich people eat.
Just so you guys know, I caught 3 Pokemon
Oh, he's doing
without hurting it.
nice.
Nice.
He's doing that stupid, like, oh, well, if you think about it, globally speaking, you're all the 1%.
Yeah, which is the hottest take from the, you know, mid 2000s.
Yes. Which Bob is only doing because he's like an upper middle class, like East Coast,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
city
it's
man.
clearly what I remember hearing from high school. Like, I remember that being a high, like, it's in dank memes, I'm sure.
It is a, you know, it's true, but Bob is saying it because then it obfuscates the fact that he is an upper middle class, you know, white guy in the city.
It's my least favorite conservative talking point, because it's basically like, well, you know, if you're not the poorest of the poor, you can't say shit and fuck you.
Yeah, it's the first world problems.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not allowed to feel bad because someone is suffering worse.
Yeah.
Which Movie Bob especially can't, you know, make that argument because he hates the left. The people are like, oh, let's talk about why that is. You know, why is, you know, most of the, you know, world just in a poor fucking global state of affairs? It's like, I'd be willing to get rid of fucking Marvel movies to redress the balance of global economic inequality. How about you, Bob?
Here we go. This is peak Bob here. He's replying to this tweet. Kind of amazed, but also not really surprised to realize how much online quote-unquote leftism from guys is just repackaged homophobia and misogyny, shifted from, quote, fellas, it is gay, end quote, to, quote, fellas, it is bourgeois, end quote, without changing the subjects of concern one iota.
Yeah, that's how we talk all the time.
Absolutely. And then,
does he have any examples?
No. Bob just replies with bullseye and then the bullseye emoticon.
Oh, okay.
Bob truly is the best person.
There are people like that out there, but they're like very, you know, they're a big minority of, you know.
Yeah, they post on stupid iTunes.
Yeah, stupid hole.
Yeah.
Where they're like, people who are, like, they have disabilities can't be part of the working class. They're lazy because they take up benefits.
I do like this guy's reply. I've never used the term bourgeois in my life, and I'm like, yeah, like.
Yeah, that's the meme.
Yeah.
No one actually uses that word because it's fucking dumb and stupid.
Yeah. Like, I usually use the term snob. That's snobby.
That's the joke of like oh yes, you can tell that you either just read theory for the first time and you're gonna be like, you know, using that, or you're like a cop. You're just like, oh yes, my fellow anarchist communists, would you like to go do terrorism against the bourgeoisie, destroy the corrupt capitalist state?
They would say bougie, and they would just be meaning
there you go.
Adam Bougie, you ever heard of that?
Yeah, there you go. Bougie is now movie Bob's being racist because bougie is now officially black terminology.
This person's example, I looked at their thread. They have a thread. Their example is, fellas, it's bourgeois to shower and wear deodorant. You're literally aspiring to an upper class standard of cleanliness. Don't let them believe in retaining the sweat of their labors. Like, yeah, very real.
That's yeah, definitely people talk like that.
Is that a movie, Bob?
What?
No, that's the person he's retweeting.
I will bet you money what this is that like they have some sort of like fancy like showering product, and it's just like you know, someone like, oh, you know, you could just get like a 2-in-1 body wash type deal. Like, oh, they sell these at fucking Kroger for like $5.
Even buy the $17 bar of the fucking Sasquatch stuff.
Yeah, or that. Like, all, you know, they could make the argument that yeah, there is like, oh, if it's you know, because you got the pink tax shit going on, that if you're spending a certain amount of money on hygiene products, that looks bougie, even if, you know, you have to spend that much just because that's how it costs for the normal shit. But yeah, even like the Sasquatch shit, which is marketed towards men, you know, very much not a homophobic or, you know, woman issue.
Don't get you laid, I swear.
Yeah.
My mom
women
it's pretty nice.
women and gay people aren't buying Sasquatch soap for
Hold on,
themselves.
there's a few things in the game I want to bring out here. That centipede. What's her
Scorchipede.
feeling on that centipede? Yeah, what's her feelings on that Pokemon? Because it's just a centipede.
I think it
Wait.
looks.
Made
I think it's
made of
okay.
iPhones.
It looks okay, but it's also just a centipede with fire.
Put it into e-waste. No, they're smartphones. They're
I do
smartphone
like.
things.
I do like the fire bug typing combination.
What are you talking about, Austin?
Really, it's just a bunch of segmented smartphones. Screens.
Is that what that is?
They just have a cool screensaver.
I don't think that's what it's supposed to be, but
No,
but
I don't think that's supposed to be.
Looks like that.
So, the other thing, Austin, is you were saying that you use Sasquatch.
My mom.
Yeah,
my
he doesn't
my
use
mom
it.
got me some for my,
well, he probably used it since he got it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she bought me some for my birthday this year.
Wow.
I
Your
have enough.
mom hates you and has very low standards of what you are as a person.
She's ignorant of cat
I
It's a
Yeah,
wild.
think that's the only reasons why like someone would be against Sasquatch. So,
Right.
I have enough faith in Austin that he's not that much of a white stereotype that he would use Sasquatch soap that he bought himself.
it's like a frat. It's like a white frat thing to do.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, it's just to imagine, like, if my mom got me that, I'm like, do you think I'm afraid of being called gay for smelling nice? Is that the message here? Are you saying I'm gay? Is that what you're saying
I
here?
just have like normal Dove body wash now. But
Yeah, see, your mom
Yeah.
was calling you gay for using Dove. That's
Well,
what
it's
happened
Dove,
here.
It's Dove for men.
Oh, okay, we're good then. Okay,
Marketed for
we're all
men.
saved. We're all saved.
Yeah.
It's all fine. Yeah.
Damn, it's
All right,
got a
Hop.
great- it's got a
What
great-
Yeah.
post gym
Post to a
thing do
white
you have
bottle.
to tell us? Nothing. You're just gonna leave?
Yeah, that's my guess as to what that person, that experience that they had, that they have extrapolated
Hurry up.
into.
Yeah, hurry up, Brexit. Hurry
Yeah,
up. and
Fine,
sit
it
up.
happened already.
All right, gym leader. We're off the battlefield. Now he's just gonna punch us and get his shit back. Okay. There's a lot of quitters in this world. I want you to know you're better than me.
I am Asian stereotype.
I like how they
I like
all
how
show
you
up. They have
do that.
nothing better to do.
I like that pledge he's doing right there.
We are
Go
your
on.
friends.
You're talking about, oh yeah, the Pledge of Allegiance he's doing there?
I pledge allegiance.
Okay, fine.
40 chant.
Up. Now he's doing
So
China.
hustle hop. You can do it. You can do it, Brexit. You can get happened.
It's been like a whole day and people are still angry this person made a nice lunch.
It's one of those things where, like, I feel like if I saw the original response, it probably wasn't as angry as they are making it out to be. But I can't, I can't confirm that.
Yeah, apparently the person made it for themselves and other person, so
Oh, okay.
like that's cool. That's honestly my biggest problem with it is if one
Just for one person, yeah.
if
That's
one
a lot of
person's
just
trying to eat
stupid shit.
yeah, if one person's trying to eat a charcuterie board by themselves, I'm gonna like look at them sideways.
Like
And
the
honestly,
with they're eating a whole charcuterie board by themselves. That's
I'm looking at the picture now, and based on what's in it, probably if you like put it side by side with like a Big Mac, it's probably less calories if you were to eat this board instead of the Big Mac. But like something
I
about
don't
just
know about that. There's a lot of bread on that.
that's true. Definitely if you split
I'm
this
nuts.
between two people.
Oh, yeah.
The charcuterie board you're looking at is this also?
I'll
I
post a
posted-
picture.
Yeah. No, I think it's in
Oh,
We
you did?
Live in Hell. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's like yeah, there you see it. It's a good good
I don't know if
spread.
that'd be less. I don't know if that'd be less calories. but
Well, no, for two people.
Yeah, for two people, I'd say it's less. When you, before you mentioned the bread, just thinking about it, yeah, that would have a lot of calories.
Oh, those are just salamis. All right, so there's salamis. There's I can't remember. the-
Later,
okay,
Brexit.
And he loses.
Like
two
a
different
bitch.
types of cheese,
Apparently-
and-
Apparently, the thing that was really counter-revolutionary about the charcuterie board was the aesthetic arrangement of it. You know, the part that was free, part that required no buy-in to any system. comrade fellas, it is bourgeois to want your food to look nice.
It looks like.
I mean, you know, you could argue that kind of.
I would say, yeah, if that is a concern of yours.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally no point in food looking
Like
nice.
the most expensive thing on that plate looks like it's that weird thick cheese in the
Here,
middle.
I was gonna
I'll
say
put-
the cheese is probably the most expensive.
I'll put this part to it because
Or
the
the
person who made the spread said when that was asked like how many people is this for, 2 people. We ate most of it over the course of several hours as we were working on other things. Here's how that's bougie. It's because you work at a job where you're just allowed to do that, and it's not like oh yep, you get 30 minutes for lunch, and then when that's over, you can fuck off.
Yep. I mean, that is the most accurate part of
Could
it.
have just brought it with her in Tupperware to work.
No, yeah, but
all of
they
that.
ate
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, 2 people ate over the course of several hours as they were working on other things. That means they were in a position where they could just sort of like have this board out in front of them for several hours as they were working on things.
They could have just shared a joint desk or like had it on a table that was.
Right, and we're, you know, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, like compare that to if you work in like retail. If you did work at the Kroger. If you're like a Kroger cashier.
Most entry-level jobs.
Yeah.
Most non-college, more the little people, the small people.
I like
They're being very
I like
snotty about it. Like, forgive me, March, for I have sinned. I ate 9 tiny pickles. Real comrades only eat hardtack. I'm sorry that you wanted to show off your fucking lunch and people didn't like it.
Yeah. There's nothing more bougie than showing off your stupid fucking fancy-looking food.
Yeah, here.
I'm on the other side now.
Yeah.
Totally. Like,
Yeah.
fuck anyone. Fuck anyone who does that. Fuck you.
Yeah, short of doxing you or making death or rape threats, any sort of dunk that got put on you because you posted your lunch and people thought, oh, you seem like a fucking bougie cunt, fuck you. That's on you. You didn't have to post your lunch.
Her tag is Cheesy Beaver too, so.
You know what I ate for lunch when I worked at Kroger most times when I worked shifts that let you have lunch? I mostly just ate like little pretzel chips or they had like a mini like buffet thing and I would get like chicken there. They had like fried chicken that you could get there. And that was my lunch when I worked at Kroger. Would have never crossed my mind to buy the big fucking spread like this, which you made.
Which is impressive, I guess, but that's just a very strange thing to do.
It's impressive. I wonder how long it took her to do that, and if she made it at work or if she brought it from home.
She probably woke up at like 7 o'clock in the morning and got up, got ready for work and all that, and then she had like 2 hours left before she actually had to show up, and then she got to work at like noon, and then worked for like a couple hours while she ate her lunch. She went home.
Yeah.
That's probably what she
Yeah, I'm currently trying to like look through her timeline to see where she works, like what she actually does.
Yeah, like look at the table that that's on.
Because
That's
I legitimately want to know what job she has where she can do this.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much any office job where you share a desk, you probably could do this.
Yeah.
Her name is Angelica, but it's a wood desk. It's an actual wooden desk. Like,
Are you serious?
what fucking, yeah, look at the fucking table it's on.
I love how the deeper this goes, the better it gets.
It's on a fucking wood cutting board. She brought a whole wood cutting board with her to
Oh,
to
you're
work,
talking about,
and
yeah.
bowls.
Yeah, you still could do that. You'd just be fucking weak.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just dumb. Why?
Did you bring that? Yeah, that's another question. Did you bring that with you from home?
You know
Or
what? I
was
would
there,
do?
or was there a wooden cutting board that you could just have?
Okay, guys.
Just leave it in the Tupperware that you
Next
brought it
time
for.
we'll learn more about
Hammerlock.
that and how Dynamax is done, you know?
Well, that, and we're also going to write a theory book about this post.
Yes.
Yeah. Dance.
Next time.
Next time. Peace.
Brexit.